Hey guys, it's Court. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we are doing Mouse and Mermaid's April pin tag. So I've already got my pins pulled off to the side, I've got my pin boards up here behind me, and let's get on into this. But before we do, I do want to preface that in addition to collecting Disney pins, I also collect Hard Rock Cafe pins, and in fact this entire board here is Hard Rock Cafe pins. So if there's a question that I think a Hard Rock Cafe pin is better suited to answer than a Disney one, I'm going to show that instead. So yeah, let's get on into this. So the first question is, show us a pin you acquired in the month of April. Now, I've not been to Disney in April, I don't think. We were pretty limited to school vacations when I was growing up. So I'm going to go with my favorite pin that was given to me by my mother, because my mother's birthday is in April. It's actually, today is in the day I'm filming this, April 11th. Happy birthday, Mama. So my favorite pin from April, or at least that reminds me of April, is this one. It is a Hong Kong Disneyland Simba. And this pin, like I said, was given to me by my mother. She was on a business trip in China, like right around the time the Hong Kong Disneyland opened, so she extended her business trip an extra day to go to Hong Kong Disneyland, because, you know, I come by this Disney obsession naturally. And so she brought me back this little guy, which Hong Kong Disneyland is definitely on the list. Not quite sure when I'll make it there, but it's on the list. But I love that one because it's Hong Kong Disneyland and it's Simba. So number 2, April showers bring Mayflowers, show your favorite rainy day pin. Now this one, for this question, I picked this, whoops, I'm dropping it on the floor. This Disney Cruise Line Castaway Key pin. And I'm picking this one for the rainy day because Mickey looks like he's wearing rain gear. He's got his little, yeah, he does look like he's wearing rain gear, leading us to Castaway Key. Oh, it's Disney Cruise Line Castaway Club, excuse me, but he looks like he's wearing rain gear. So we picked that one. The third one, let me unlock my phone, is about Easter. So the reason why I preface this with the Hard Rock pin is because for the Easter one, I am picking a Hard Rock pin because I have an Easter pin from Hard Rock. So this is Happy Easter 2003 Boston. I think my dad got this one for me. It's from the, obviously the Boston Hard Rock Cafe shop. It's got a little rocker chick coming out of an Easter egg. And yeah, the perfect pin for the Easter question. Number 4. The zodiac sign that starts this month is Taurus, so your favorite Taurus-inspired pin. And Taurus is the bull, and bulls are known for being stubborn. So I went with this Tinkerbell pin because it says, small pixie, big attitude. And I don't know, something about that just screamed stubborn as a bull to me. So yeah, there's my Taurus pin. Next one. Gemstone of the month is Diamond, which actually, the perfect one that I had for this is the Diamond Collection red from Pirates of the Caribbean that I showed in the last video, but I'm trying not to repeat. So instead, we are going to go with this Figment pin because Figment's got a diamond behind him. And this pin is, there was a set, this is a while ago. How old is this pen? Says 2004, which if your pin is not too old, it does say the date on the back, so if you didn't know. So there's a set of Figment dressed for all the different countries of Epcot, and I have Japanese Figment in a little kimono holding the Japanese flag. So the next one is about April Fool's Day, and what pin do you think specifies April Fools the best? And what better character to represent April Fools than Cheshire Cat? And I have a lot of Cheshire Cat pins, but I went with this one because A, it's a really cute hidden Mickey pin. B, he's a little candy apple, and, you know, it would totally be a Chesh thing to turn himself into a candy apple and then, you know, you go to eat it and it's Chesh. And something about that just screamed April Fools to me. So the next one, apparently April 9th, is Cherish and Antique Day. So Pauline said, show us your oldest pin. Now, I did not pick my oldest pin. I've got at least 2 that are older than this one. But the pin that I picked for this question, I picked because this ride does not exist anymore. So this pin is a Maliboomer pin. It's from 2003, so it is pretty old, but I know that I have at least 2 that are older than it. So, but it's the Maliboomer, and it moves. Donald slides up and down and hits the O, and the O raises. So the Maliboomer used to be in Disney's California Adventure. It was on Paradise Pier, which Paradise Pier, before it became Pixar Pier, was very much like, you know, old school boardwalk amusement park. And so the Maliboomer was the drop tower. And so it was like, you know, one of those big outdoor drop towers. So, you know, very similar ride to Tower of Terror, just, you know, no theming. You were out in the open. And I absolutely loved that ride. It was so much fun. I love drop towers. And yeah, it's been gone for a while. I don't know how long it's been gone. But yeah, I picked this pin as my antique pin because the ride no longer exists. The next one is April 10th is Siblings Day. And so Pauline said, show us a pin that you think your sibling would like. I decided to pick a pin that reminds me of my siblings. Specifically, my 2 younger brothers and my younger sister at my mom's house. So my mom and my stepdad are the parents that I go to Disney with. Most often I have gone to Disney with my dad and stepmom once or twice, but mom and stepdad are the Disney parents. And so if they went without us, they would try to get like equal pins for all of us. So like the Cheshire Cat in the golden teacup that I shared last month, my brothers and my sister also have one of those. I know my sister has Aurora on Sleeping Beauty's Carousel. I do not remember what my brothers have, but because, you know, they collect pins, just not as hard as my sister and I do, so I haven't seen their pin sets in a while, so I don't remember what they have. And, you know, the pin that I'm about to show is from 2009. But I picked this pin because it was from a set of 4, and so my parents bought it and gave each of us one of these pins. And it is the Fab 5 plus Daisy as the stretching portraits in the Haunted Mansion. So I have Daisy as the woman on her husband's grave, with, you know, Donald as the grave. I know that my sister has Minnie as the tightrope girl, and then I think the other 2 are Mickey on the dynamite and then Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in the quicksand, but I don't remember which of my brothers has which. But yeah, I picked this one because it reminds me of my siblings, because we all have one. And I just really like this pin. And yeah, it came as a set where you got all 4 of the stretching portraits. So they bought it and gave one to each of us. So April 11th is apparently National Pets Day. So pick a pin that reminds you of your pets. So I picked this one, which is apparently old enough that it doesn't have a date on the back. You can tell the ones that are really old because they don't have the date on the back, but it is Marie, Berlioz, and Toulouse from the Aristocats. And I picked this one because I have 2 cats at my parents' house, and Angel and Tiger, and they do fight like siblings, and Angel's full name is Angel Marie. So yes, I picked this one to represent my babies, which are back home, and I miss them. And the last one is Earth Day. Earth Day is this month, so show us a pin that reminds you of Earth Day. So I picked this one. It is obviously a Lion King pin. Shocker of shockers. There's going to be a lot of those. I have a lot of them. And it is one that I got in Animal Kingdom a few years ago. I know they still have it, but it's a Disney Conservation Fund pin. So Simba's head moves, but it supports, it's a little bit more expensive than like some of the regular pins, but the money goes to the Disney Conservation Fund. So I figured that was the perfect pin to represent Earth Day. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Pauleen, for putting this together. I know that coming up with all these questions and continuing to do so for the remaining 10 months of the year is difficult and is probably requiring a lot more effort of you than you thought when you decided to take on this challenge. But I appreciate it. I hope some of you guys do too, and you should definitely go check out Pauleen's video over at The Mouse and Mermaid. And yeah, until next time. Bye guys.